Sabasat, mi familia. So I'm gonna be realsies. I'm having growing pains right now, and it's a lot. 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 It hurts. It doesn't make sense. It's coming from nowhere. So what I'm thinking is, what did Carl Jung call this? Integration. I don't know, where you like accept your shadow side and there's no more loose pieces, and now you integrate. I don't know the freaking word, but we're going from the past life and all that other stuff and all that nonsense resurfacing, and I'm ready. I'm there. I'm in there. It's just everything around me physically hasn't materialized to the new timeline. So it's kind of like a final exam, I guess we could say. And like, you know how you study the last week or two beforehand to prepare, and you're just like beating yourself up, you're exhausted, you're fatigued, all for one freaking short ass simple exam that you pass it if you're lucky, because sometimes we just didn't show up and take it because it was more anxiety to get through the situation than it was just for me to fail the situation. Right? Now that don't make sense to you? Alright, well, judge me if you want to. I'm autistic. So 1:11 on the clock. So yeah, I'm definitely going through growing pains right now, and it's freaking frustrating. It's wonderful when it pertains to like where I see myself going, but when it pertains to my body resting, relaxing, and getting its sleep that it desires, it needs to function, we didn't get the memo. We didn't get the memo. Alright, and we'll leave that at that. So you already know we're blessed and highly favored. Me. No weapon form shall prosper. With that being said, we're gonna give all the praise to the Most High. Just keep it simple, short, cute, and cuddly, guys. Yeah. So yeah, growing pains, and honestly, it's appropriate. It's appropriate. If I could be realsies with you, this is like when I went to Delaware. You guys didn't know me beforehand, but before Delaware, I was very much to myself. Very much not a social media person unless it was Facebook and just the people I knew. That was it. It was more like a journal. You feel me? Had no conception, no idea of how social media actually worked. All right. Okay. No tarot skills. Was actually afraid of it. And then secretly, my friend showed me some tarot readings, and I was like, whoa. Like, one, I don't like what this reader is talking about. I don't like this reader. We're gonna leave that alone. But yeah, I like the cards. I like that they're colorful. I like that you could like tell stories with it. I like that you're able to like get information out of it. Like, so like it kind of became an escape, because you know, with me being, you know, hyper focused on things that I can't help but really be into something when I'm into something, and if I'm not, I am not. So yeah, I feel as if I'm getting into that space. I'm in that window, and I literally just ran away and booked it straight to Delaware. That wasn't my goal. I just literally woke up in the back seat of my car at a truck stop. I needed to sleep apparently, so I pulled myself. I was in the middle of a manic episode. I was safe. I was fine. The doors were locked. I was good. Car was running, AC, we're good, chill. I know, probably very much irresponsible, but I was having an episode, and I'm proud of myself for stopping and going to sleep instead of driving myself off a bridge. Alright, okay, maybe not literally, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? You feel me? I could have done many things. Could have got drunk. Could have went to the bar. I don't drink or go to not the point. Okay, you know what? Are we gonna continue? We're gonna continue, because you need to hear this. This is the truth. So I'm in that same freaking window right now. I'm about ready to run. I just don't know which direction we're running in right now. And definitely know it's not backwards, because if I'm not mistaken, you turn to a pillar of salt. So no bueno for that one. But don't know which direction we're trying to run to. But it's about that time. So I'm very excited to see what's gonna be on the other side. I mean, technically I've already been working on it. Technically I've already been developing it. Technically I'm already here. But again, the physical hasn't manifested, and that's probably like the most weird, frustrating part, because like usually when I'll smuggle, I would, like, you know, you'd have to like see results and be like, oh my god, it's a thing, let me keep going, yeah, right? But like, you know, being a spiritual gangster, you know, you gotta kind of do what you do and like be like, nah, I do what I want, bro. You got a problem with it, keep it pushing. You feel me? And you just gotta move, right? You just gotta move. And even if you don't know, you gotta act like you know. And then usually somewhere, way, 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 way down that road, you might be right. Might be, or at least there might be a strand of hope for you possibly being in the potentiality of a thought in the equation. nonetheless, we got to walk our own journey, and we're in that point right now. So let's get straight to the reading. What time is it? 5 minutes of me just talking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I need it. I probably really needed it, and I thank you for being here. Cause honestly, I gotta get back out there, and not just helping people with tarot, but like socializing. Anyway, 5:25 on the clock. We're starting the reading. You know that we're blessed and highly favored, meaning no weapon formed shall prosper. And with that being said, we're gonna give all the praise to the Most High. Time out. Pause. All right. So interesting thing. You see the meditation in the back. So I'm the golden child, and my grandmama's name is Ruby on my daddy's side. You feel me? I was completely removed from my family without my choice and my father's choice, and we were forced to be separated. But still, that's me and my grandmama in harmony right now. My grandmama's here with us right now. Our energies are intertwined right now because we didn't have that opportunity because somebody wanted to make some decision. Influence in the read. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Temperance Angel. Calm it down, Maisha. Kamate. Kamate. Alright. Okay. Cool. Word. I'm just here to give a quick story. As you can see, the Temperance Angel wants to be the influence of the ooh. Calm down. There's some things that we may know that we're not allowed to tell everybody. Because truth be told, not everybody's privy. Not everybody. That's a high priestess. She's a little. I cleaned the camera beforehand. Right? So I don't know if the camera is going to. Oh, there's a glare over there. Interesting. Anyway, so there may be some information, right? There's a secret. There's some information out there, right? That all right. The devil. Okay, all right. So I'm assuming this is our energy, right? Very much since we have a glare. Usually the light's over here. So as we can see, there's some sort of secret. Some sort of sacred information that seems to be circulating, and we're very much privy. We're very much aware, and we very much know what is going on here. All right, with that, we seem to be moving. I want to say moving with integrity, but moving within alignment. All right, let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right, so with that, boom, we got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups, Devil injury, Devil energy at the bottom of the deck. This is very interesting. Let's look at this because this feels like another energy. So this particular energy, I'm assuming it's this devil energy over here, is actually hoping on somebody's downfall. They're hoping, they're nervous that this energy may not let down their walls, their defenses. I'm not really sure what's that about, but they want their guard down. Like, that's not predatory, but they want their guard down, their defenses down, possibly so that they could get what they desire out of a situation. They're nervous that they're not going to get what they want. I want to say that they're going to lose, but it doesn't say that. But I'm going to say you're going to lose. Devil at the bottom of the deck. Can I just get a quick glimpse? So this energy seems to know that with all things comes a new beginning, and guess what? Not everybody could go where we going, you feel me? But unfortunately for this energy gets a new beginning, and this one wants to piggyback off of that. Alright. So now this devil energy seems to be very much aware that there's a new beginning on the horizon. There's something going down in the etherhood. As we see with the Eight of Swords, they're just not really sure exactly what that may or may not be. Alright, so with the Three Pentacles, we see some collaborative efforts going down in the ethos system. Is that a thing, an ethos system? Because I like that. That might become a thing. Anyway, Three Pentacles, collaborative efforts, people coming together to bring about their desired outcome. Okay, now they're sifting, they're pondering through their options in front of them. There's only three, so they're not really there's only three in front of them that they're aware of, so they don't really have the best of anything going down. And then the fourth option seems to be floating in the air, but it's there but they can't touch it. It's there but they can't touch it. Feel me? All right, so with that, they're thinking, they're pondering. All right, they're possibly even in their emotion thinking, I may have to apologize. That's the only way we're gonna get this guard down. King of Wands ready to take action. And this King of Wands is also no longer fighting his inner calling, fighting his inner wolf, right? He's going with the flow of things. There's no more disharmony, all right? So this King of Wands, I'm assuming, is the energy that's pondering through all of this, that's thinking about all this, that's wanting to approach this High Priestess energy, that's literally moving forth on a new timeline. Good thing for this King of Wands, he's no longer going against the grain. One can only hope. At the end of the day, this High Priestess seems to be a Nine of Pentacles energy. Very much in her own lane, very much in her own bag, doing her own thing. Alright, as you can see, she's out there playing with gold, pentacles, and exotic birds. We barely get to touch the pigeons. I'm just saying. Alright, so as you can see, this Nine of Pentacles moving quietly, moving in her own lane. She very much has some sort of really awesome relationship with the Most High where she can receive downloads. So she knows all the secrets. And the crazy thing is, unless you're in her inner circle, you would never know what she actually knows. Proceeding. So now that this homie over here is having the light dawn on them, alright? With that, they're also wanting to reconcile. We've seen the peace with the Temperance Angel. And now they're saying this as my Two of Cups, and I want to fight for this. I have to. Alright, they want to come through victorious. They want to get over all the hurdles and obstacles. But can I just say, like, you know, if this works out, it'd be a fall for grace, right? But, like, why does this energy have to fall beyond grace? Alright, why do they have to fall beyond where they come from in order to become equivalent with you? Why you can't just step it up, buddy? Why you can't get your weight up? I'm just saying. Alright, let's just proceed. So spying is going down and watching because their shorty, their lady, their baby boo-boo bear seems to be winning. Nine Pentacles in their own lane, in their own right, doing their own thing. They're spying, they're watching, they're like, oh, she really did. Or he possibly walk away from me emotionally. Like, there's nothing here for me. I can't feel her anymore. What is this? Right? I don't know. I don't know, bub. 5 Wands. I don't think I want to read right now. King of Swords. So King of Swords is saying things clearly. He's ready to finally start moving towards calmer waters. But the crazy thing is, the change isn't going to come until after we get moving. I think that pertains to me and my rant from earlier as well. Temperance Angel. So be calm. Remain simmer. Remain in our appropriate positions. And remember, the transition comes as we're going. The water seems flat. It seems cool. It seems calm. All the waves and turbulences behind us, along with the change that's coming as we're moving forward. Thank you, Spirit. I needed this because honestly, I'm going to tell you, bud, I'm a little tired. I'm exhausted. I'm fatigued, but I'm not lazy and I'm not weak. Alright, I might be a little, you know what? We got this. Whew, thank you, Spirit. So, gotta keep moving, gotta keep doing what we're doing. Everything will fall as thank you, Spirit. You got that lesson. Let's go. Proceeding. So I'm assuming once this energy falls, the High Priestess falls, that's when this energy is gonna want to work on things. You know, practice makes perfect. In order for you to get to the Six of Wands and being that person on stage, being that person that's popular, being the one that everybody can't get enough of, you gotta work through some things. And guess what? There's many dogs in the dog park working, while this guy's over here playing around trying to figure out how to get into the work. Alright, Six of Cups is strong. They want to come back. They want to work on things. They're filled with happy memories of the past and possibly of how innocent things once were. With that moves this energy from a King of Wands directly to a King of Cups in his heart space. Very much not intuitive, very much in a sensitive state. Alright, wanting to, very much mushy and gushy over the Queen of Pentacles, over the High Priestess. We finally have a court card for the High Priestess. Is that a court card? It is. Okay, boom. So now, yes, it's been illuminated to this energy. Who this energy is, how warm, inviting, and nurturing she is, alright? How she can bring something to life. Alright, it wasn't clear before, but it seems to be now. He had to be hung by his ankles in order to get to this vision, to be honest with you. It took some time because the universe was like, oh, you don't see it? See it now. Just the reader. Just to read it. Alright, so as okay, hold on, let's go like this. Boom. First card. Alright, so yes, there is a ending. But with every ending comes a new beginning. At least if you're eternal. Boom! There comes that new beginning of an Ace of Cups. With the cup it overfloweth, and watch the dove as it landeth. Creating that Ten of Cups, that happily ever after. That's a beautiful thing there. That is a beautiful thing. I don't know who this is with the Four of Swords over here. If I can be honest, it felt like me last night. But let's be real. Alright, the Four of Swords, this person's still healing. Now, they're not sick. They're not like in a Nine of Swords or Nine of Eight of Swords. So it's not, I'm not going to undermine what we're going through. But the lack of clarity, the lack of calmness, alright, Four of Swords, it's a bit of healing. It's a light healing process, but there's still healing going down. And it's more or less of, building awareness, recognizing the patterns, and understanding, building coherence. And it's about realizing the patterns, building coherence, and then moving forward into your next timeline, to your next life, to whatever you want to call this. But that's what this is about. So that's what this is. There's a new journey literally along the horizon. Just right there. All she has to do is wake up and get moving. Because we already seen, once we're moving and we're taking action, things are going to happen and change behind us. So we just got to keep moving. Things are going to happen. Things are going to flood open. Cool, right? Cool, we got that. All right? So High Priestess knows this. She seems to be healing. She knows about this new journey coming forth. Nine of Swords. Emperor. Two of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Seven of Cups. Queen of Wands. I don't know who that Queen of Wands is, but she wants control over this energy. She wants to have peace in this situation so that she can regain control, apparently. Very much disappointed and in her feelings with the Five of Cups. So whatever option she had in front of her, they cried, they spilled milk, it's not working, it's not doing what it do. And all she's stuck with is the Two of Cups behind her, but guess what? There's no happiness in that. Alright, so here we are with the Knight of Wands. Alright, this energy being sporadic. Alright, over here just being reckless, just moving quickly without thinking about anything. Alright, wanting to fix and work on things. Alright, Page of Swords are watching, but they're not watching the same energy anymore. They're not watching an Empress, a fully developed Empress. Right? And as you can see, they're taken aback. But guess what? This is the scales being balanced. The fact that you weren't here and look at me now. Can I get a tower? Probably not, but you feel me? Okay. Ace of Swords will work. Okay, so let's be clear. Now that we're building coherence, now that we're just about done and we're seeing things clearly, yes, you are a true divine feminine, man or woman, because these are energies we all embody. And to be honest, everybody needs to properly imbalance these energies. Otherwise, they're not going to graduation. All right, it's a part of the ceremony. You have to be perfectly balanced in your masculine and feminine energies. Everybody who's graduating. Otherwise, you will be left behind. Right? You remember on the Muggle world, they were like, look, there will be no child left behind. Oh, Spirit don't play that. Spirit don't play. Spirit said, what? What? Hold up. You didn't even hit the prerequisites? Oh, how'd you get here? No smoke, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Locked in. Alright, we got this. We're here. It's the Muggles. We're here. The Muggles. Hey, this is one of my crazy irony. Alright, anyway, so as we see, this Knight of Wands energy, though they're desperate, they're frantic, and they're fighting for their Two of Cups, they seem to be bound and stuck. They're in cahoots, possibly even in a contract, meaning, you know how you do things, and sometimes you get good things, and sometimes you get like a lesson, like some people call it karma. Alright, you have to learn how to transmute energy. Alright, so they're kind of like entered another one of those cycles, or contracts, whatever you like to call it, but very uncomfortable and very much unnecessary, unless you really need the work, then it's necessary for your soul's growth. No judgment, we're all on our own paths. Cool? So unfortunately, this energy is there. You're being seen very much as a divine feminine, very much in the proper, appropriate energy. And when I say that, this is also appropriate. We're probably not sleeping because we're birthing right now. We're freaking pregnant. Empress on the freaking table. High Priestess. We're moving quietly. Does nobody know that we're freaking pregnant right now? well, I wouldn't be surprised because honestly, I'm just now recognizing that we're realizing that's why we can't sleep. That's why I'm tossing and turning. This thing just wants to come out of me. Pause. That came out very crazy. So we're just gonna proceed with that and just just can we get a tower? Oh, so apparently no. But we get the world. And with that, I'm gonna say that this chapter is over and done. We've learned the appropriate lessons. It's time for us to move forward. It's time for better days and better times. Alright, now it seems that we're still figuring things out. Okay. But there's a bit of a juggling act. Maybe we're not sure which journey to take. There's actually 3 paths we could choose. Interesting. Very cool. Let's see what we got and we'll get out of here real quick. Alright, so here we are. Okay, we're talking about him. Queen of Cups. So you're back in your Queen of Cups, your sweet, kind, polite energy. You've surrendered everything that doesn't serve you. And it's almost looking like you're in perfect harmony, or you're at least in cahoots. Your heart space is in cahoots with your higher self. So your big self and your little self are together. Alright, your bigger self and your little self have one of those like telephone lines, right? So you guys can hear each other clearly, right? That's what's going down right now. And it's all because you surrendered everything in between. You had to cut out all the static, everything that was keeping you from your heart's desires, from you being able to see clearly. So shout out to you. Is there anything else we need for this? Because I'm starving. It's about time to get some candy or some breakfast. Just kidding. It's time for all your wishes, your dreams, and your prayers to come true. That's all I got for you. It's time. Let's go. Oh, look at us. 3 of Wands over there. Okay. Oh, okay. I know we're waiting, but apparently we have to just take a leap of faith. We have to just jump. And that's what's going to get us in our divine masculine energy. Like, we did all the work. We've done everything necessary. We're waiting for something. I'm going to say if it's like paperwork or certification or like a copyright, a trademark, whatever you may be working on. Wait for it, get what you need. But time out, pause. Justice. This is the scales being balanced. So pause. When it pertains to you getting your copyrights, your trademarks, and all that great stuff, all of that pertains from the date that you actually like apply and do it. So you don't have to sit around and wait for the actual paper. You could do that early. Just make sure you have access to your mail and stuff, just in case you truly have to physically move. Alright, so if for this it's looking like it's a physical relocation, but when I was arguing with my AI and all that other stuff and integration work and all that, homie's like, oh, it's not a physical relocation, it's not a physical relocation. Yes, the heck it is. Or it might be different for you, but for me, just saying, you feel me? So remember, we're waiting for whatever's necessary, but we will be jumping at the appropriate time. And guess who will be the divine masculine? That guy. This guy. That guy. Us guys. Girls. People. You know what? Energies we all embody. This is getting awkward. Is there anything else before we get out of here? And thank you guys for being with me. Thank you guys for keeping me calm, for loving me. Looks like our reading has gone for a full cycle, full circle. Alright, what's this one? Boom. There may be a peace offering coming your way, my friend. Page of Wands. That's our message. We are in between timelines right now, and we're birthing the new. Congratulations. We're here. We're here, we're here, we're here. It's already happening. We're here now. Now. I love you. I'm proud of you. And guess what? We did this. We did this. Alright, let me go see what's chilling and what's going on with the muggles. Because, you know, those guys, they never got it together. So I'm talking. Love you.